Since the tragedy in Chattanooga last week, there have been calls around the country to arm military personnel at recruiting stations and other military installations.
Some aren't waiting for that to happen. Volunteers with weapons are outside an armed forces recruiting center in Middletown. Local 12's Larry Davis joins us live with a look at why they decided to take action. Larry.
Hi, Cammie. Well, the last of the armed military veterans just left their post just a couple of minutes ago here in Middletown. You know, terrorism has certainly changed the way that we live. It used to be that a young man or a young woman could walk in that recruiting center and just sign on the dotted line. No more. Today, at least here in Middletown, they are walking by armed military veterans. They are armed and ready to defend. Military vets with guns and holsters. One even brought an aluminum baseball bat, all standing guard at the Armed Forces Recruiting Center.
A lot of people realize that these recruiters are not armed. And so the only way for them to get any protection is for somebody to step up and do what we're doing right here.
Marine veteran Larry Stoneking organized the guard duty following last week's shooting deaths of 5 military members in Chattanooga, Tennessee. A recruiting center and Navy Operations Support Center were targeted.
There are 17 ISIS groups out there, and that's what their mission is to kill military people. We're not going to let it happen here.
While the armed vets stood guard, people dropped by to bring food and drinks, thanking them for their service then and now.
I want to say thank you for what they're doing, because what they're doing, it's really nice, and it's really sad that they have to, but at the same time, you know, I just want to say I appreciate that they're out there keeping an eye on other people that are not able to keep an eye for themselves.
These veterans want to see recruiters and other military personnel armed. They say ISIS will strike again. They will do what they can to make sure it doesn't happen here.
How many times do you have to get slapped in the face or get your fingers burned before you realize the stove is hot? Better to be prepared and not need it than to sit on your butt and let it happen again.
And Cammie, Beatrice Martinez, who you heard there, brought the food and water earlier today, says her brother's in the military, and she just wanted to say thank you and pay it forward. Now, a lot of people, I did ask one of the veterans here whether or not if they being armed outside this recruiting center would keep people away, and the one veteran said no way. They've had people come in this week and actually signed up to serve in the military, and many more people who showed up just to say thanks. Live in Middletown, Larry Davis, Local 12 News. Cammie, back to you.
All right, Larry, thank you.